We're going to talk about the right and the wrong time to start a business. So I truly believe that most people that start a business, whether it's full-time or part-time, do it in the wrong or at the wrong time and for the wrong reasons. So what is the wrong time and the wrong reason? That is, people start a business when they need the money. And that is the wrong time to start a business. And I'm saying it with me doing exactly the same thing. When I started the business when I needed some money. Because what happens, what forces us to take that first step? We sit in a job, a dead-end job, we're not earning enough money, we're not surviving on our income, and then we look at it and say, well, I need to earn some more money, otherwise I can't look after my family, etc., etc. And that is the wrong time to start a business, because you're already starting the business on the back foot, and you're trying to solve your cash flow problems from the wrong angle. You don't solve your cash flow problems by just earning more income. There's two ways to solve your cash flow problems. The first one is to reduce or take better control of your expenses. And the second one is only to increase revenue. So if you only focus on increasing revenue and you never address the cause of the problem, why are you not coming out on your salary? Why aren't you surviving on the income that you're already receiving? If you don't address that issue, your business will start generating extra income. That income will go into the pool and your expenses will expand. And within 3 or 4 months, you're in a bigger rut than you were, because now it's not extra income anymore. It's just more income. So what I always tell people is what it's going to do is it's not going to give you freedom. It's just going to make your prison cell a little bit bigger, but you're still going to be in prison. So the first thing you do before you start a business or start a part-time venture is to sit down, get a coach, that's what we always suggest, and get somebody to help you really take control over your cash flow. Get a proper cash flow management system in place to make sure that you keep control of your cash flow and you know that you've gotten rid of all your unsecured debt. When you are in that position and you start a business, you're starting a business to make a gain. You're not starting the business to avoid a pain. And that is the right time to start a business, when you do it because you see the gain that you can get from the business. Not, I'm starting a business because I can't survive on the salary that I have. Because once you do that, you start the business on the back foot and you start the business with pressure and stress and to really make it a success. And any business, when you look at that, once you start pushing because you're chasing the money, you do not get the money. You need to start a business because you want to serve and you want to add value to people. Once you start doing it just to earn extra money, you probably won't be successful. So that's the first thing. The second thing is we ask the wrong question. So what is the question that we mostly ask when we start a part-time business? That question is, what can I do? And that is the question that most people ask when they start a business. What can I do? And then they build a business around what they can do. And that then becomes a doing business, or what we call a transactional business. You do something, you get paid. You don't do something, you don't get paid. So it's all directly linked to your efforts that you put in. Which means, like I said in the beginning of this morning, is it doesn't create a business asset. Because if all the income that's generated is generated through what you do, then you don't have an asset. If you don't work, you don't generate income. Secondly, you don't have any leverage because it's all linked to you. You have a certain amount of hours in the day. You can charge a certain amount of money for the work that you do. So you're limited both ways. So that is the wrong question to ask. You don't ask the question, what can I do? The question you want to ask is, what can I teach other people to do? Or how can I create a service or a product that adds value to people's lives or solves people's problems, but use leverage to generate income through that product or service? That is the key. So you can still look at where your expertise are, but you have to look at, how can I teach other people this? You know, I see so many people that have their own small businesses. They're a plumber, they're an electrician, a locksmith, or whatever kind of business. And then when you tell them that they need to start building leverage, their answer is typically, well, there's nobody that can do what I do. And they're proud of the fact that there's nobody that can do what they do and do it as well as they do. And it's good. They're very good at what they do. The problem is they will never be wealthy. They will never create financial freedom with that attitude. So what you want to do is not necessarily train everybody to be as good as you, although that should be the goal, but not rely on them being as good as you to be successful. You need to be able to teach people the basics and make your business as simple as possible so that you can start earning income through that leverage. So that is important. So the question is not what can I do? The question is what can I teach other people to do? And that is what you want to answer and immediately start. So most businesses get started as transactional businesses. People say, well, I'm a plumber, so I can do it better than my boss, so therefore I'm going to start a plumbing business. And then they start a plumbing business. But that is a transactional business. What you want to do is you want to create a transformational business. And a transformational business is a business that uses leverage and teaches other people to do things. And most businesses start as transactional businesses. So if you have already started a business, you are on this journey to being an entrepreneur, don't go and blame yourself and quit your business and restart something else. Most businesses are still started as transactional businesses, but you have to immediately start thinking on how am I going to move this business from a transactional business into a transformational business? How can I move this business from being completely reliant on what I do to helping other people be able to do it and me earning income from leverage? You have to start looking at it immediately, because leverage is one of the most crucial things that you want in your business, because otherwise you cannot grow, you cannot create financial independence. And if your plan is to move from being a full-time employee, start a part-time business, and eventually move over to run your business full-time, you have to build in leverage. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to do that.